How much longer do you think until you're back on the bike?
I would say another month.
Yeah.
But I don't think, like, if I do get released in a month and everything goes to plan, like, I want to get my body back to where I was before I got hurt and not take any chances of getting back on too early and not being strong enough, or a hand slips or whatever. So
you see that happen in our sport all the time. Like, everyone's just like, oh, I got to get back out there. I'm feeling pressure from the team. Like, I got to do good, and you're not all the way healed, and you go up and you end up getting hurt again or even more.
Yeah, so I'd like to get my weight back, get everything 100% and take a full stab at outdoors. Like, I think if I came back and rode Supercross, there was a couple East-West shootouts that those are even tougher than a regular West Coast round. So
they're stacked. Yeah,
like, take a full stab at outdoors and see what we can do.
That's dope. Do you have a multi-year deal with them?
So I'm on my last year. So this is contract year.
Yeah.
Which it helped that I did do pretty well at the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone knows what you're capable of. It's just proven to yourself.
I ran third both those rounds for a very long time.
Yeah.
But then, I think if I do well outdoors, it will make my rate go up.
Before you got hurt, did you, after those first 2 rounds, did you already know kind of like what you needed to work on?
Yeah, because I ran third all the way until the last lap. So it was, I think, just believing I can do it. And and those 2 rounds, like the last 2 laps, I'm like, dude, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here. I'm
once
finally
that clicks,
doing it. And then it would slip into my head of like, damn, this guy's on me. Like, I need to maybe ride harder or whatever. So yeah, it was simple things I needed to work on. My fitness was there. Everything was there. It just needed maybe a little more mental strength.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I even look at it from a perspective of like training. I see you in here every day. You're training with Joe Cancelleri. You're always working on, some sort of the physical side of your body and putting in the weight, putting in the time. When you look through the training programs, like I see a lot of MMA guys, and we've talked about it with Twitch. That's why we have our recovery coach here, Coach Cody, and our boxing coaches like Yogi and Perillo. But when it comes to training, like for a bike, so many people talk about like most of the training is like fighting. You get it from sparring and really getting in the mix. We see the same thing on a bike with a lot of the athletes. Ricky Carmichael was telling us the same thing. Do you look at your training being super important, as much on a bike as it is in the gym? Or do you feel like really most of the best training you get comes on a bike?
And that's something that you got to figure out on and off the bike, because you don't want to go too hard in the gym and then be tired on the bike the next day when you're practicing too. Yeah. So I felt like my success this year came from off the bike. Joe has a very different style of training. I feel like our sport used to be a lot of cycling, a lot of cardio, a lot of that, where I put on most muscle this year, and it helped me on the track a lot.